So today we'll be going over the online multiplayer game Words with Friends. So what we'll be exploring today would be how do you play the game? What are different platforms to just a second. What are different platforms to access the game online, including through laptop or phone? And what are the benefits of playing Words with Friends for older adults? So first we'll be going over how you play the game. So first you need to download the smartphone app if you want to play on your phone. Then once you've downloaded the app on your phone, you simply click on the Words with Friends icon to open the app and play it. And then you are going to click play game to start a new game once you've downloaded the app. So how do you play the game? You tap the plus icon on the top right corner to start a new game. And then once you start a new game, you can choose to play either with a Facebook friend or a random user or the person sitting next to you. So here you can see, just click the plus icon. To go with the last option of playing with someone that's next to you, you have to just physically pass your smartphone to the other player after each turn, so the game is only accessible from your phone. If you download Words with Friends too, you will also have the option of playing against a computer opponent. Words with Friends will suggest friends for you to play with, but you can start a game with anyone if you'd rather play a random opponent. So how do you play the game? You click and drag letter tiles to the board to play them and make words. You can create a word placing your letters either vertically or horizontally on the board. So you're just going to move around the letter tiles in order to create words. However, you are not allowed to play the following types of words: proper nouns, abbreviations, prefixes and suffixes standing alone, or words that require a hyphen or an apostrophe. With the exception of the first word, every word that you play must be placed so that at least one letter tile is shared with the word that has already been placed on the board. So on the right-hand side, we can see an example of this with the word cross. When you play a letter, you earn a number of points equal to the number on the top right corner of the letter tile. Thus, when you play a word, you earn the sum total of all the letters you played to make that word. So you play a word with at least one letter on the middle tile to start the game. Whoever plays the first word in the round of words with friends has to place at least one of the letters in that word on the start tile in the middle of the board. Note that it can be any letter in the word. In other words, your word doesn't necessarily have to begin from the start tile. For example, if your first word is cat, you can place either the C, A, or T tile on the star. You can build new words of the letters on the board when it's your turn. Your opponent will place the board on the board that connects to your word. When it's your turn, place a word down that connects to either the first word you played or the new word that your opponent played. So you go back and forth between the two of you until the game is over. A game of Words with Friends ends when one player has played all of their letter tiles and there are no more new letter tiles to be given. At this point, each player's score is tallied and the player with the highest score wins. So you can place your letters in ways to limit your opponent's ability to score. Winning our Words with Friends is not only about scoring points for yourself, but also playing defense and preventing your opponent from scoring. Try to position the tiles so that your opponent doesn't have access to the lucrative colored tiles on the board. When a game is finished, you have the option to re-challenge the person that you're playing against after a game has finished. Whichever one of you decides to click on rematch first will be the one to play first in the new game. So what are some different platforms to access the game online, including through laptop or phone? You can play this game on your mobile phone in Spanish, French, German, Italian, Brazilian, Portuguese, and British English. Words with Friends is the fun, free social word game where your skills are tested. Play anytime and anywhere. Connect with players of similar skill with Smart Match. You can expand your vocabulary with the dictionary and word of the day. You can track your performance and improvements with detailed stats, and you can also chat with your friends in game. And as well as access your games on your phone, tablet, computer, and Apple Watch. And if it's available, and it is available on the App Store and Google Play. So some of the benefits of playing Words with Friends for older adults is that it can test your cognitive health and strengthen your memory. And it can also help strengthen your vocabulary knowledge and provides hours of mentally stimulated entertainment for all ages. So this is the website for Words with Friends. So all I did is I just went to wordswithfriends.com, and this is the website, what the website looks like. And if you want to play, you can just click here, play now, and it's going to ask you to log in with Facebook or email. And once you click that, you can begin playing your games, as well as if you have Facebook, you can also play Words with Friends on Facebook. And then you just have to go to Words with Friends in Facebook, and you click play game. Oops. Play game, and then you can play, and you can connect with people you know to play games together with them as well. So that is the end of the presentation. If you would like to learn this lesson with a Cyber Seniors mentor, please go to cyberseniors.org, or you can call 1-844-217-3057 to register for a one-on-one phone session. And we also host weekly tech drop-ins from 2 to 3 p.m. ET on Thursdays.